Hey, I thought I would do a quick catch-up video because unfortunately this week has been insane and I've had 2 check-ins with my doctor, but I didn't film either of them because, as I told you in my last video, it's just a quick blood work and ultrasound, but I wanted to recap where I am, what happened this week, and just kind of give you the whole story. So first of all, I hurt my toe. It's like a freak accident and there's literally nothing I can do because I'm a week out from transfer and it is what it is at this moment. I'll just have to wait, hobble around, fingers crossed it heals appropriately so I can go on some hot girl walks, because currently I'm allowed to do things like around the house, but I can't go on like intentional walks. I can't really do intentional workouts. It's been a rough week, especially for my active self. Okay, so what happened to my toe? What was this freak accident? Last Saturday, we went to the pumpkin patch. Came home, I changed my clothes. I was so excited, way too excited, that I broke my cardinal rule, which is to never run on the stairs. We go up and down the stairs 1,000 times in our lifetime. We break that rule one time and we get hurt. So I was in a huge hurry. I was really excited. I wanted to get out to the garage to get a specific pumpkin, and I tripped coming down the stairs, and my toe, my big toe on my right foot, my dominant foot, my big toe, couldn't be any worse, like bent, the first knuckle bent under my toe. It like caught. That was the extent of my injury. I thought my toe was broken. I literally had the hardest time walking Saturday. I elevated it, I was on ice, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure I broke my toe, but I had a little movement. So I was like, okay, maybe I just sprained it really bad. I texted my very sweet friend, one of the dearest people in my life. And I was like, I think hypothetically I broke my toe. What can I do? And since this is her field of work, she was like, let me look at it on Monday and maybe I'll save you a trip to the doctor's office. So I went through Sunday, very little movement, had my leg up, did some more ice, had a shoe on for most of the day. And Monday I had it looked at. It's not broken, it's worse. You guys, freak accidents happen, and no, timing could not be worse. On your toe, you have 4 tendons that run like this. I ruptured one, maybe even 2. I have not gone in for an MRI because, again, timing, everything. I could even possibly have bone chips, but I love this for me. So I'm basically just hobbling around with my foot in a little casting. Otherwise I have a shoe on. It feels so much better and the swelling is down. It's still pretty bruised. I have a lot more movement and flexibility now the swelling's down. If you do or don't know, tendons will reattach even if they're ruptured, but a lot of times you do have to have surgery, which I will most likely need because my toe doesn't lift anymore. It just kind of hangs out. But this is not a good time because when this happened, I'm way too close to my transfer date. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm supposed to keep it low key anyway, so I'll be fine. It's just really sad because I'm so frustrated at myself, so mad at myself. I spent like 3 days being just pissed at myself for doing this and being like, you know better, you knew better. Why did you run on the stairs? This is the worst timing because now you can't go on walks. Now you can't work out. Like, I knew I couldn't work out once the transfer happened anyways because I had my discharge papers, but I at least wanted to like be able to move and walk and not just be stuck. But maybe my husband, he keeps saying it's a blessing in disguise because I have the hardest time sitting still and it's like forcing me to sit still. Let's talk about this week's appointments. So I am currently only on estrogen. I don't start PIO until tomorrow, and I'm going to film a vlog on that. You'll see it next week. So I am just on estrogen 3 times a day, and the patch, I started the patch Monday. So today is Friday, in case you're wondering. So it's been 5 days. So let's talk a recap quickly on my 3 appointments and blood work. So my blood work's been solid every single appointment, which we are so here for. The first appointment for transfer Monday, my lining was at 2 milliliters. 2 millimeters. The following Monday, after I started the patch had been on for 4 hours, so it probably wasn't in my body yet, My estrogen at that time had double dosages, but then it kind of quadrupled as of Monday, but I hadn't had all those doses in. Was at a 7. She's looking between a 2 and a 4 on your first appointment, at least my doctor. Everybody's different. And then on my second appointment, she wanted between a 6 and an 8, and I was at a 7. Fast forward to Thursday, she wanted me at least at a 10. I was at 11.6, and I should be able to go up a little bit, but basically hold that for the following week. So she was so happy. I like literally can't believe it. I feel like I just made a video, well, I think it was the last video you saw, second to last, that I was like getting my meds together, and here we are, we're almost there. So I also wanted to quickly talk about like Discharge 2, just because I want to go over just to share. And again, I cannot say this enough, but everybody's doctor is different. I had a lot of questions on Instagram when I shared this, basically just saying that yes, you can transfer between an 8 and a 14 with your lining, but my doctor will not transfer unless you're at least at a 10. That is just her protocol. So if you aren't at a 10, you're not getting a transfer. And I knew that, so if I didn't reach a 10, I would just be taking, you know, the cutoff, taking a month off, and then trying again. But I knew I would get to a 10 because on my egg retrieval, I think I shared this, I was at a 10.1 right before, so I had like progressed with the medications there as well. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is Discharge, and I'll probably share this again in my transfer video, but I would say my doctor's a little bit more old school because I've done a lot of research. I know friends that have used different doctors here in town, and they're able to kind of go back to normal life as soon as a transfer happens. Mine's a little bit different. I'm actually taking 5 days off of work. The first 2 days, really low key, very small movements. I can go to the bathroom, I can get up and make myself some food, and then yeah, and then I can kind of go back to regular routine on day 3. But I'm taking some time off just for me, and it's really nice. I'm excited to just kind of have a couple low-key days, maybe do some baking, maybe do some organizing around the house. I don't know, just having that like time I think is really important. But I also will not be changing my diet any. I'm just keeping it as is. What I've been eating is perfect. I am not allowed to intentionally raise my heart rate. So if I go for a walk, it has to be a very slow walk. I'm not allowed to work out, lift anything over 5 pounds until that positive pregnancy test. And the other thing is that's very different than I've seen, and maybe I haven't seen everybody's transfer. I haven't seen everybody's information, but post transfer, I go in every 3 days until the positive pregnancy test for my blood work. So that's different than I've ever seen, but that way she can keep an eye on where my blood work is, my estrogen, progesterone, see if she needs to adjust anything. And I feel really, really confident and good about that. So that is like the entire update. This is short and sweet and to the point. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next Sunday. I'll be posting here on this channel on Sundays. So make sure your notifications are turned on, because it's probably not going to be at the same time every single Sunday, but you'll see me on Sundays here. And next week, you're going to see the starting PIO vlog. And I'm so excited to share for so many reasons, but like, I think PIO is the most scary thing. I'm personally a little petrified of progesterone, and I take it 2 different ways. So I'm gonna share that, but also we have a really great day planned, and I'm gonna vlog, and I'm just excited to share. So I'll see you then. And yeah, have an awesome day. Bye.